Praises due to the Most High, family. We back. We back with another Acres anime review. I just finished watching, family, episode 1162 of One Piece. And that was fun, wasn't it? That was really fun, wasn't it? What a fun episode, family. Really quick, we're on the journey to 100 YouTube subscribers, family. If you're watching this and not subscribed, go ahead and do us all a favor. Join the family, subscribe, and go ahead, check out the channel. We got a catalog now, family. Let's get into the episode, man. I had really fun, a lot of fun. I really had a lot of fun watching this episode. One Piece is a big, massive world. How else can you achieve almost 1,200 episodes? So we finally reunite, family. We're officially in Elbaph. We take back and we bask in its glory, and it's a beautiful sight. So, because we was scattered, and I fell for the okie doke. I thought, because family, it's a trope that we've seen over and over in One Piece, where the entire team is separated, and I thought that's where we're headed. But I guess it might be a little too early for that. But because we had Luffy on his own, we had Sanji and Nami and Chopper and Usopp and Zoro, right? And it looked like they were even about to get separated even further. And then on the boat, we got dang, family, and I gotta work on some of everybody's names, but we got the rest of the gang, including but not limited to Nico, Frankie, Brooks, Bonnie, the Vegapunk. Is it Lily? Is it Lily? And then I don't know why I'm struggling on the Fishman character. Because that's my boy. I don't know why I'm struggling on his name right now. Anyhow, and they're on the boat, so I thought we was gonna get separated even further, but that's not the case. And we're running, so Sanji and Zoro and them, they're running from Roto, who we're learning is an outcast of even amongst his own cohort, right? But while that's happening, Luffy leaves his conversation with Loki, right? And he hops back on the bridge and he runs into Gerd and the other guy who's the cook of Harden's pirate crew. And so it turns out that they're friendly, right? The other episode, a few episodes ago, they were talking about, like we'll arrest intruders and this, that, and whatever, so we thought they were adversaries or not friendlies. Turns out they're friendlies. And they recognize Luffy, so they're like, oh man, like let's get you safe, bro. Let's let's find your friends. So they do that. They pull up on Roto, and they're like, man, you're weird. And Usopp was worried because Sanji and Zoro, they're willing to attack Roto. Usopp's warning, no, we can't do that because we don't want to make any enemies here, right? We don't want to upset the wrong person. So he's worried about it looking like we hurt him. But lo and behold, Gerd and old boy come through and they swinging on him harder than we was. We didn't even really swing on them, but they definitely did. But so they take us to Luffy visited Loki in the underworld, and then there's the Sun World, I think it's called, and then there's the Astral world, right? These are the 3 levels of Elbaph. So Gerd and them, they know that we're having a banquet when we meet up with the captains of the pirate crew on the Great Eric. And so they're like, hey, come on, like we'll take you up there. And we basically all get there at the same time. Now, what was cool about how the giants on the Great Eric got there was they rode a rainbow. And it was family. Like, who doesn't love rainbows? First of all, like, it was a giant rainbow. Very cool. Second of all, it was so crazy because I just watched an episode of Neil deGrasse Tyson's Star Talk talking about rainbows, and I thought it was very funny because I think it was Nika Robin, go figure, she's one of the very smarties, and she was like, can you even see a rainbow at this angle? And you can't, family. You can only see a rainbow full frontal, and that's just because of how they're produced with light and the raindrops refracting it. But you can't see a rainbow at a different angle, and you definitely can't ride on one. But it was fun to do it in the show, right? But so we rode a rainbow up to the sun world, and family, when we get there, we get to soak in the views, and it's such a cool place, it looks like. And Luffy was jumping and bouncing on clouds. Like, Elbaph thus far is like the best impression you could have had. This looks like a very magical place. Now, we did get a warning at the end of this episode, like, hey, this is a legendary place. Don't stay too long. So I don't know what's going on. I really don't even know why we're here, other than we wanted to. Like, we've been having this desire for a while. But I don't know, is there anything like here that we're retrieving, or like anything that we that we know ahead of time? I know this is gonna develop the story. Something's gonna progress in some way, but like, are we actively searching or like looking for something? I don't know. But so, family. Oh, and the other thing really was that Luffy promised Loki not to tell anybody about their deal. But come on now, anybody that knows Luffy knows he's gonna spill the beans at some point. But it was funny to see him stress when Gerd asked him. It's like, hey, or no, I think it was the cook. He's like, hey, you just flew up here on the bridge from the underworld. What were you doing down there? And and it's snowing, right? And it's cold outside. But Luffy immediately breaks out in a sweat, and they're asking him like, hey, bro, like, are you okay? It's cold outside, you're sweating. That was hilarious. Luffy just too kind-hearted, too altruistic to be deceiving people like that. Yeah, I don't know what else. I don't know if there's a lot more to say about this episode other than I had a lot of fun, family. The last thing I want to say about that is that, of course we enjoy the episodes with the high stakes, of course, but like, just take the time to enjoy like an episode like this, where like it was a fun adventure, just lighthearted, a new place, we're meeting new people, new faces. It was just a lovely episode, family. We reunited with the gang, right? So I'm not having separation anxiety. Yeah. All praises due to the Most High, family. Peace and love.